Bill, who is a friend of mine and a great person, a very interesting one. I expect him to give us a great speech. So basically, he's one of a whole group of people which moved from New York to California. And he's keeping this type of New York humor, I would say, which is not in California, unfortunately, but he's bringing it here because life is good here. Life is too good to be humorous. In New York is different. I think they have to fight more for life, so they need to support themselves with that type of feeling. So I don't want to read what is written here about Professor Hyman, but I hope he will say something himself and we will enjoy it. Please.
If you can't hear me properly, let me know, okay? And if it's too loud, let me know. And if it's too soft, let me know. Now, how are you going to let me know when I'm hard of hearing? Let's see. Dr. Brodsky. I can't say Dr. Brodsky without immediately thinking about what Dr. Brodsky has done, not only for me, but I think for all the faculty and for this school, that Dr. Brodsky lets the teachers teach, and he lets the school become a great school, and I think that should be said. The Board of Trustees, I'd like to recognize. Now, apart from Alan over here, Professor Sampson, I don't believe I know anybody from the Board of Trustees, even though I've been working at Lincoln for, I think, 12 years. And so I'd like to suggest that all the members of that board and myself, that we all go out for an expensive supper, a dinner one night in San Francisco to get to know each other. And I would like Alan to remember to bring the money. To the faculty members, I don't see, where are you? Okay. I can't see any of you, and the lights are very distracting here for me. But I'd like to just acknowledge you and to tell you that it's a privilege for me to be your colleague. And you've all been very helpful and friendly with me. And so have the staff members, from Professor Guerra to all the way down to admissions where everybody works there. All these staff members have been very helpful to me, and I want to thank them and acknowledge them. And students, I want you all to be patient. I'm going to get to you in just a minute. I know it's your day. To the parents, to the family members and the friends of the graduates, I want to greet you, welcome you to this country, and to tell you that I think it's a great thing that you came, many of you, across the world to tell your children how much you love them. And I just think that's very touching to me personally. Let's see. And of course, most important of all are the 134 graduate students who have come a long way and are here today to be celebrated and honored. And I find it very easy to do that because I know many of you, and I've seen what gracious and fine young people you are. 6 of our students are Americans, and they came here also with some kind of trepidation to be surrounded by all foreign students. Now, I think that's a great thing. I think it's a very brave thing. And I think, above all, that for you, the graduate students, to come here to this great, free, world power, famous, grand, imposing, intimidating America, from some of you coming from very small places, coming here all by yourself, all alone, without friends or family, without knowing the language, without knowing the customs or what's expected of you, without knowing American traditions or its laws, to come here all alone, I think that is a very, very brave thing that you have done. And I want to tell you that I commend you for that. And I would also like to tell you that I came to California from New York City all alone. I didn't have a cousin or an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent, anybody out here to say, if you're in trouble, come to my house. There was nobody to help me, and I thought I was a pretty brave fellow. And I remember when I got off the, you want to hear all this? Is this important to you? when I got off the airplane, my God, I was in California, and I couldn't believe my eyes. It's so beautiful here, and it's so sunny. And a passenger on the plane and I split a taxi cab, and we ended up in Berkeley, where I was going to go to the graduate school. And I was on University Avenue and Milvia Street. And this fellow I was with disappeared. I don't know where he went. But I was alone, and I was looking at an amazing sight. My first minutes in Berkeley, I saw a traffic jam that went miles and miles back, it seemed. Maybe 20 or 30 cars backed up. And all were quiet. Everybody was hushed. Nobody was honking. Now, if you're in New York, and there's one car behind you, or if you're just trying to cross the street, everybody honks. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, let's move it. Hurry up. Come on, get over, man. Time's money. Hurry up. Get out of the way. And here in California, there are 20, 30, 40 cars, all quiet. I thought maybe these people died. There's something wrong out here. And suddenly, I got scared. I thought I was in a cemetery where people are buried. All of a sudden, somebody touched me on the shoulder. And I said, what was it? He said, excuse me, young man. I said, yes? He said, we're waiting for you to cross the street. These cars were waiting for me to cross the street. I said, my God, I'm in a foreign country. This is not America. And I must be a very brave young man. I was 21 years old. And then I thought I'd go and get a cup of coffee and think about this. My God, they let people cross the street here, and they don't run them over. So I went for a cup of coffee, and the coffee was lukewarm. Lukewarm means moderately warm, not hot. Now, New Yorkers like hot coffee. Everybody likes hot coffee, hot tea. And I told the waitress in a nice way, I said, excuse me, the coffee's not hot. Now in New York, if the coffee's not hot, they make a big fuss. Hey, Joey, the coffee's not hot. There's a customer here. Get him hot coffee. Making the coffee hot, man. What's the matter with you? Giving him cold coffee. And I expected some kind of respect as a customer. I didn't know in California there was no competition. In New York, everybody has to respect the customer. I said, excuse me, the coffee's not hot. The woman waitress said, it's hot. I said, you're kidding? The coffee, it's not hot. Look, I put my finger in it. She said, nobody has ever complained before to me. So I put down my 15 cents for the cup of coffee, and I left. And I thought, my God, I'm in a foreign country. This is not America. Now, I felt that I was a brave young fellow all those years until I started teaching at Lincoln, where I came upon you, the students, who I realized are